Today I'm in beautiful Vail, Colorado, and I'm in Lion's Head at the Slifer Smith and Frampton office talking with Juan Carlos Hernandez. Stay tuned for a great interview. All right, hey, we're here with Juan Carlos Hernandez of Slifer Smith and Frampton. How are you doing today?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Cool.
Now, you don't go by Juan Carlos.
JC.
JC, right.
So what brought you to the Vail Valley?
So it's a really cool story, and I like to talk about it a lot. I was living in the Bay Area,
Okay.
Santa Clara, California,
Yep.
and I got a call from a cousin of mine who was living in Eagle.
Okay.
He just bought a house over in the Bluffs,
Okay.
and I suppose he wanted to kind of get the family together and have a nice Thanksgiving weekend.
Bring everybody in and see the new house
And so he calls us, and we ended up driving. We drove all the way from California to Eagle
Okay.
for that week, and then we had wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. We came up to Vail, of course. I remember the 8150 bar back then.
Yeah.
So right
place.
before they demolished it, I was here, it was 06, if I'm not mistaken. And we had a blast. We had a wonderful weekend. Went up on the mountain, of course. And before going back to California, a cousin, he offered us to stay. Like, hey guys, there's a lot of work in the valley. It's beautiful. If you guys want to stay, I have a couple of rooms that I can rent out to you guys. And so driving on the way back, we were just thinking about it and talking about it. And next thing you know, we're driving back the following weekend.
Yeah.
And so, and that turned into, 18 years now?
Yeah.
And so that's how I came to the Valley. And I like to tell the story, by the way. I think it's, pretty cool. And I think it also resonates with a lot of the folks that come up to Vail, right?
Yeah. And I think once this area gets in your blood,
yeah, exactly.
You can't get it out. And so it sounds to me like you got this place in your blood after one weekend.
I do, yeah, absolutely. I kind of struggled at the beginning. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do or what to do. My background was international trade.
Okay.
And so really there was nothing here for me in terms of that. So I kind of struggled, did odd jobs here and there. And then for some reason I ended up in the hospitality. I guess like most people that come to the Valley, you work in...
It's one of the main industries here.
And so I ended up in hospitality, did that for about 4 years, and then I had the opportunity to jump into property management.
Okay.
Which was wonderful. I loved it, and in a way that was kind of like the prequel to jumping into real estate.
Right. It's a perfect stepping stone.
It was for me. I worked with all these international condo owners, homeowners, and just the whole dynamics of managing, second homes and second resort properties.
Okay.
To me, I loved it. I just enjoyed it, and I guess again the next logical step for me at that time was to go into real estate. So,
what else sets you apart from other realtors in the area?
I think that's there's two things that I kind of focus on. One is, of course, having that background in property management, so resort and second homes, and so I have the designation, resort and second home property specialist.
Okay.
And the again my ability to communicate to both the English speaking client and the Spanish speaking client. I think those two are my main
that
differentiators.
Absolutely.
So JC, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Where were you raised? And tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm from Mexico. So
Okay.
I was born in TJ. I'm not sure you're familiar with TJ.
I know TJ. I'm from Southern California.
No, well, I grew up in San Isidro, San Diego area.
Okay.
So I was born in TJ, grew up in San Diego. Maybe around 10 years old, we moved to Houston. So a little bit of California, a little bit of Texas. And then after high school, I went down to Mexico. So I've lived down there for about 15 years.
Oh wow! What brought you down there?
Well, I was down there, or I was going down there just for a break after high school. And what was supposed to be a 4-month vacation ended up being 15 years, essentially. I love it there, and I go back as much as I can, not only to my home state, which is Aguascalientes, is where my family's from. But, down to the beaches,
Yeah. So when you go back to Mexico now, what's your favorite destination?
Well, I have this thing where I've made a plan or an objective to visit each state.
Oh wow.
All of the 32 states in Mexico, and I have like 3 states to go.
Oh, amazing.
And so every time I go down there, I try to visit a different state, right?
Okay.
So essentially what I do, I go down there, I rent a little car, and then just kind of travel all throughout the state, and go and try to hit the touristy spots, but also travel to the lesser known spots.
Wow.
I like the culture, of course, it's great. The food, of course, is wonderful, and just being down there, it's a great way to kind of get away from the work.
The hustle bustle.
Hustle.
I know you have a lot of clients from Mexico.
So I'm fully bilingual, of course,
Yeah.
being from Mexico and have lived in Mexico, and so that's a tool that I use as for my advantage, right?
Absolutely.
Here in the Valley, we have not only the local Hispanic community, which is huge, but also you have the international Latin American crowd that comes in, to the resort.
Yeah,
areas,
we do a lot of inspections for clients from Mexico.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's it's huge. It's actually bigger than what people think it is.
Yeah.
And so having the ability to reach out to those clients, I think it's an advantage.
I wanted to touch on that too. I was curious. So, how do you get your clients from Mexico? Do they find you here in Vail, or do you go and market there?
So I don't market. Well, I haven't marketed there, but I do plan to go down to Mexico. I am part of. It's called AMPI, which is essentially the NAR
Okay.
of Mexico,
Okay.
and there's a referral system in place. It's called AMPI Internacional,
Okay.
International. And it's a way to it's a way for you to have exposure with the Mexico real estate agents and brokerages down there
Okay.
who would refer their clients to somebody coming in, to Vail or to any
Yeah.
additional towns.
So there's a referral network or
Correct.
website. So how often would you say you actually get calls from someone?
So I get them pretty often, and then now that I'm with Slifer, who also has a referral network with the leading RE brokerages or companies, who some of them are in Mexico and Latin America off the route. Probably once a month you get a lead or a contact from somebody. Hey, I have somebody going up to Vail. Can you help them out?
Yeah. Okay, so we're here in Lion's Head in Vail, outside of the Slifer office, where JC works. Tell us a little bit about working here right in the heart of Lion's Head.
Yeah, so I love the Lion's Head office. So when I was doing property management, I was doing property management here in Lion's Head. And so when I had the opportunity to come back to Lion's Head, particularly to the Slifer office here in Lion's Head, I jumped on the opportunity. It's a great office. It's right in the middle of the parking structure and the Gandhi. So pretty much everybody going up to the mountain comes through here. So it's a great spot to see folks walking out and about. And we also we actually have a showroom here. We have the listings there on the window, and a lot of folks just come up there and look at the listings, and it's a great opportunity for you to go out there and talk to folks.
Yeah.
So, and of course, if you're in the village, if you're in town, you're in Vail, stop by the office, right here in Lion's Head, 531 East Lion's Head Circle. And my telephone number, by the way, is 970-343-9923. Right.
Okay, now on to the fun part of the interview. We got some rapid fire questions for you. Okay, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea, okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs, for sure.
Yeah? Do you have any dogs?
I don't.
No? Okay. Summer or winter? I think I know the answer to this one.
How about winter? Yeah.
But what's the saying around here?
Yeah, what's the saying? Come for the winter, stay for the or
Yeah?
is it?
Yeah.
Come for the winter, stay for the summer.
That's right.
Yep.
And that is so true.
It is.
We have such beautiful summers here. Okay, pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Pizza. What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Yeah, me too. Here's another one that I think I know the answer to. Beach vacation or mountain getaway?
Oh, I actually Both, actually. Can I do both?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, in the winter, ski vacation. In the summer, hit some of these Mexican beaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, early bird or night owl?
Early bird now. At this age, you become an early bird.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If this worked 20 years, 30 years ago, then yeah, night owl for sure.
It's funny how we change like that, isn't it? All right, we got two more for you. Do you prefer books or movies?
Books. Books.
Are you reading any good books right now?
I am reading a great book right now. Actually, it's called Gracias. It's from the Mexican president, or current Mexican president. Really interesting book, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, JC, appreciate the time today. Thanks for the interview.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time, and I also appreciate what you guys do. It's always good to know you can find a trusty home inspector here in the Vail Valley, and highly recommend Tiger Inspections, by the way.
Ooh, great, we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All right, thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you, Dave.